Rama Setu, also known as Rama's Bridge or Adam's Bridge, is a chain of natural limestone shoals between Pamban Island, also known as Rameswaram Island, off the southeastern coast of Tamil Nadu, India, and Mannar Island, off the northwestern coast of Sri Lanka. Geological evidence suggests that this bridge is a former land connection between India and Sri Lanka. The bridge starts as a chain of shoals from the Dhanushkodi tip of India's Pamban Island. It ends at Sri Lanka's Mannar Island. Pamban Island is accessed from the Indian mainland by the 2-kilometer-long Pamban Bridge. Mannar Island is connected to mainland Sri Lanka by a causeway. The feature is 30 miles long and separates the Gulf of Mannar from the Palk Strait. Some of the regions are dry, and the sea in the area rarely exceeds 3 feet in depth, thus hindering seaborne navigation. It was reportedly passable on foot until the 15th century when storms deepened the channel. Ramanathaswamy temple records say that Rama Setu was entirely above sea level until it broke in a cyclone in 1480. So why the mystery? It all comes down to a popular legend. The ancient Indian Sanskrit epic Ramayana mentions a bridge made by the god Rama. Led by Nila and under the engineering direction of Nola, the Vanaras constructed a bridge to Lanka in 5 days. The bridge is also called Nola Setu, the Bridge of Nola. Rama crossed the sea on this bridge and pursued Ravana, the demon king of Lanka who kidnapped Rama's wife Sita, for many days. He fired hundreds of golden arrows which became serpents that cut off Ravana's heads, but ultimately, he had to use the divine arrow of Brahma to slay him. The Vanaras were a group of monkeys or forest dwellers. Even the most basic investigation will immediately confirm that this bridge is in fact a naturally occurring formation. Recent attention was drawn to a photo taken by a NASA astronaut which showed the bridge in all its glory, but this photograph was a still that gave the impression of stationary structure. Tide and current dependent, the sandbars that make up the visual aspect of the bridge can move, effectively ending the discussion of it being a man-made phenomenon. A significant group of religiously motivated people have used the NASA pictures to address their belief in the Rama story. To answer these people, NASA released a statement. The images reproduced on the websites may well be ours, but their interpretation is certainly not ours. Remote sensing images or photographs from orbit cannot provide direct information about the origin or age of a chain of islands, and certainly cannot determine whether humans were involved in producing any of the patterns seen. So why is it sometimes known as Adam's Bridge and not Rama Setu? The Western world first encountered the bridge in Ibn Khordadbeh's Book of Roads and Kingdoms circa 850, in which he refers to it as Set Band High or Bridge of the Sea. Some early Islamic sources refer to a mountain in Sri Lanka as Adam's Peak, where the biblical Adam supposedly fell to earth. The sources describe Adam as crossing from Sri Lanka to India via the bridge after his expulsion from the Garden of Eden, leading to the name of Adam's Bridge. A British cartographer in 1804 prepared the earliest map that calls this area by the name Adam's Bridge. So how old is the bridge and the land around it? The Geological Survey of India, GSI, started Project Rameswaram, which included the dating of corals. This indicated that Rameswaram Island evolved some 125,000 years ago. Radiocarbon dating of samples in this study suggests the bridge may have been exposed sometime between 7,000 and 18,000 years ago. Thermoluminescence dating by GSI concludes that the dunes between Dhanushkodi and Rama Setu started forming between 500 and 600 years ago. A team from Centre for Remote Sensing, CRS, Bharathadesan University, led by S.M. Ramaswamy, dated the beaches of the Rama Setu structure to approximately 3,500 years, concluding that the land between Ramanathapuram and Pamban were formed due to the longshore drifting currents. About 3,500 years ago, the currents moved in an anticlockwise direction in the north and in the clockwise direction in the south of Rameswaram and Talimana. In the same study, carbon dating of some ancient beaches between Thiruthirai and Kodiyakarai shows the Thiruthirai beach dates back to 6,000 years and Kodiyakarai around 1,100 years ago. So, what is the conclusion? Under the significant strain applied by local Hindu religious authorities, the Archaeological Survey of India generated a report that found no evidence for the structure being man-made. In conjunction with the government, they informed the Supreme Court of India in a 2007 affidavit that there was no historical proof of the bridge being built by Rama, in a hope to end the swirling mystery. In 2017, the Indian Council of Historical Research, ICHR, announced that it would conduct a pilot study into the origins of the structure, but then, in April 2018, it decided that it is not the work of historians to carry out excavations and work like that. For that, there are apt agencies such as the Archaeological Survey of India. In 2007, the Sri Lankan Tourism Development Authority created a small storm when in an effort to promote religious tourism from Hindu pilgrims in India, it included the bridge as one of the points on its Ramayana Trail, celebrating the legend of Prince Rama. Some Sri Lankan historians have condemned the undertaking as a gross distortion of Sri Lankan history. Dark Histories is a fan of the story. Ordinarily we would say that it would have been impossible. However, if you watched some of our videos, you would know that ancient man would have the ability to do just that, make a 31-mile-long bridge in the middle of the ocean. So, it's possible. But did it happen? Science says no, and therefore we say no. This is clearly a naturally occurring scenario, perhaps dating back thousands of years to a time when India and Sri Lanka were in fact connected. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe and drop a like. We appreciate you.